Kiara, I would like to talk about you, about the mask and how we can get rid of it. A lot of people, we say that all the time, do have a mask to survive in daily life.
Yeah, yeah.
Where is that mask coming from? Why do we need it so badly? And how can we get rid of it?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. I think, you know, the mask is there for a reason. It's basically there for survival. When we come into the world as pure essence, we are spontaneous, light, free, there's no limitations. And then slowly, we get conditioned. You don't do this, you can't do that, be this, don't act so, self-important. And so in every time there's a denial of who we are, we build up resistance. It could be in the form of anger, it could be in the form of passive aggression, it could be in the form of withdrawal, pulling back, or rebelling. All these emotions come up in response to being denied, and it builds its whole cloud. And if you're a child, it's fine. You throw a tantrum and you release it. But as an adult, you learn you cannot express it. You cannot, there's certain emotions that are not safe to express, that you're not allowed to express. And so slowly you begin to develop this mask.
Mm-hmm. We get stuck in it.
And then you get stuck in it. Because then this is who I am. It's not, you don't see it as a mask anymore. You see it as who you are. You forget that who you are is a spontaneous light. But the mask is your protection. It was your protection. And then it became you became so identified with it that it becomes you. And then one thing is the spiritual mask on top of that. So when you're on a spiritual path, you build a whole new set of identities as a spiritual person. So I'm supposed to be kind and compassionate and together. You're supposed to be, able to handle life fully, wise and all these things. And so everything that comes in the way, you deny, you push under the carpet, you pretend it doesn't exist. So the spiritual mask is even more subtle than the social mask. So with all these masks, we are reflecting something good, but it's a distance. So the way back to the essence, to let go of these masks, is to go back through that cloud of denial, the fears that were there, the emotions that are associated with it, the same feeling of resentment, rage, withdrawal, protection that we started with, we have to go back through. And then slowly start making your way through these clouds until you find the essence again, which is transparent, which is spontaneous. But it takes, as an adult, it's going to take time. It takes commitment, because it means risking that you won't be liked, risking that you might get fired if you get too spontaneous in your work situation, risking that people may think you're too much for them, because people are afraid of light. It's safer to be hidden somehow. Sometimes it's like, in order to exist on this planet, we have to hide ourselves, to hide the light. So then it's a decision. Am I willing to risk opening up, risk blossoming, to be the sun, or am I going to continue to hide myself under the basket?
Yeah. You can say nowadays a lot of people discover that and get into a transformation.
Yeah.
More and more people.
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of this time, that people are realizing that it's too painful anymore to be hidden behind the mask.
But there are also rich people, like movie stars, like Richard Gere, Madonna, who goes to India to have a transformation over there.
Yeah, yeah.
They have everything, but still it's not enough.
Yeah, and these are the role models. So we tend to need certain role models, and if people like this can express themselves in a way that's transparent, not just the movie mask, because we've learned how to put on the mask and we've learned to put on the act. And now these actors are taking off the mask. And that's a real
Beautiful.
reflection.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rob.